Hello, everyone. Let me just explain one example in this section in more detail. So I'm going to discuss how to find the domain of a function step by step. In one of the examples, we're trying to find the domain of the function h of x equals square root of 5 minus x. So in order to find the domain of function, we need to find all the values of x for which the function is defined. So by saying that, we need to find all the restrictions to the function so that when plugging any specific value of x, the function, it makes sense. So we start from the set of all real numbers and see what values with x we can plug in. Or in another word is to find the values of x that we cannot use in this function, and then we just exclude or rule out those values. So if you consider a square root function, we know that we can only take the square root of positive number or 0. So that requires, the number inside the square root has to be greater than or equal to 0. So what I'm saying is the number under the square root has to be positive or 0 in order to make sense. So that means 5x has to be positive, all right, or greater than or equal to 0. So 5 minus x greater than or equal to 0, all right, because the number inside the radical in this example is 5 minus x. So you should consider all the part under the radical as a whole. And then we just need to solve this inequality. So what you do, just add, okay? So add 5 both sides of the inequality. All right. So then what we get is actually not add, okay, subtract, I'm sorry. So we subtract 5 on both sides of the equation, then what do we have? Then we get what? So on the left hand side, so we get the 5 minus x minus 5, and on the right side, we got 0 minus 5, all right? So then if you simplify the left hand side, 5 and negative 5 cancel. So we only left with negative x on both sides on the left. And then on the right hand side, 0 minus 5 is just negative 5. Okay. So this is almost the solution. Then we need to, multiply both sides by negative 1. Negative 1 on both sides of the equation. Okay, so then what do we get? Okay. So we need to multiply negative x by -1 on the left side and -5 by -1. Okay, and the reason we do that is because we want to get x instead of -x on the left side. So when we do the multiplication of a negative number for an inequality, we need to reverse the inequality or flip the inequality. So the greater than or equal to becomes less than or equal to. So this is one thing that you need to pay special attention. All right. So negative times negative, we get a positive, both on the left and on the right. So then what we have will be what? X on the left and 5 on the right side. So this is the solution. Okay. And we can also write the solution in other notation. So this is the inequality notation. We can also write the answer in the set notation. The answer will be this. Okay. So when we say x less than or equal to 5, it means all the numbers up to 5, any numbers, on the left of 5, it can be negative even, as long as it's less than or equal to 5. So that includes all the numbers, all the negative numbers, and some positive numbers from 0 to 5, including 5 itself. So you need not to include 5 in this solution. We need to put a bracket at the 5 on the right, and on the left we use negative infinity to mean that all the negative numbers, and in that case we always use parentheses. When you have negative infinity or positive infinity in the set notation, you always use parentheses, not bracket. So that's the final answer for the example. All right.